Question 1. Compare and contrast Ian Malcolm and John Hammond. How are the two characters similar? How are they different? There are several ways that Malcolm and Hammond are similar. Hammond is the founder of InGen and the owner of the Jurassic Park, and Malcolm is a genius mathematician. They are both extremely smart. However, both Hammond and Malcolm are both incredibly egocentric. They do not see when they are wrong and believe that they are better than everybody else. They are both also cold-hearted and are both still very smart. However, they are both extremely different. Malcolm will look to the logic of something to try to solve a problem, whereas Hammond refuses to see where he is wrong. He always thinks that he is right. He will never be able to see the error of his ways, whereas Malcolm will not let his emotions affect a decision. He will take the data and use logic before making a final decision. Hammond is also extremely greedy, and even though Malcolm may want money, he is not going to let greed affect his decisions, and is not going to let greed take him over. Also, Hammond cannot take the fact that Malcolm is always saying about how the park is going to fail, and about how he is always pointing out the flaws of the park. Question 2. Compare the role that the chaos theory plays in each of their lives. How is each character affected by this theory, both positively and negatively? I think that Hammond and Malcolm are both affected negatively by the chaos theory. For example, I think that Malcolm is so obsessed with the chaos theory that it is hard for him to do anything but to focus on something that doesn't have to do with the chaos theory. He also constantly talks about the chaos theory and tries to use the theory to show that the park is destined to fail and that it's impossible to control nature. His whole life's work has to do with this chaos theory. All he talks about and thinks about is this chaos theory. He is so obsessed with the chaos theory that it is almost impossible for him to do anything that is unrelated to the chaos theory. So this is why I think the chaos theory affects Malcolm negatively. I also think that the chaos theory affects Hammond negatively. I think that because Hammond listens to what Malcolm has to say, and he is always hearing about the chaos theory, and how the chaos theory is going to be the demise of the park, which is his life's work and what he's made a fortune on. The theory is also on his mind. The theory is always on his mind and is constantly stressing him out, constantly making him wonder if the park is going to be destroyed and if he is going to be killed when the park is destroyed. So all in all, I think that the chaos theory is bad for both Hammond and Malcolm.